Hello everyone, my name is Sama and welcome to Mediocre Guidance. Today's video has been highly requested by one person and that is my homeboy Blaine. He is an expert tarot reader. He's so good at what he does and he has his own YouTube channel. So if you're interested, I will link that in the description below. But he gave me this idea to, he's really sweet. He's always encouraging others to pick up tarot and learn it for themselves. And I do agree. I think that we all have psychic abilities. Some of us just have them more active than others by fluke. There's no special chosen people that have these gifts. We can all develop these gifts. They're just lying latent for the general population, either because we don't believe in them or it's just not on our radar to, go down that path. But intuition is a thing. We all have it. And so I will be trying to exercise mine today by doing a tarot reading with a very limited and amateur knowledge of tarot. Okay, today I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot because I love the artwork and it's pretty good at being close to the Rider-Waite tarot deck. And also it's the only deck I have, so. Okay, so please keep in mind, I barely know anything about tarot. I know very, very basic stuff. And so this is not meant to be psychic reading or predictions of any sort. This is me just dabbling and having some fun. I don't consider myself intuitive. I think I have psychic hits every once in a while, but they're not under my control. So what the heck is the point? When I don't want them, they'll come every once in a while. But then when I do need them, they're nowhere to be found. So thank you God for that. I'm just kidding. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shuffle these cards. I'm just going to pull a card and use it as a prompt to talk about something. We'll see. This is completely unplanned, obviously, and very improvised. So I also want to point out that, so this is the ribbon that holds the deck of cards. Do you see that? Do you see that? That is courtesy of my cat, Pinocchio. So, Pino, I see you. If this comes out of your bum, I'll be very upset. 8 of Wands. Once again, I'm not entirely sure what this means. Okay, I'm going to give my impression and then we'll look at the guidebook and see what it says. I have also picked the 5 of Swords and I have picked the 4 of Wands as well. So these are our cards for today. All right, here we go. So from what I understand, the 5 of Swords is feeling competition or feeling you have to fight others for the same thing. Here, the 4 of Wands, I don't know too much about the meaning of this card in particular, but going off the imagery, it does look like 2 people uniting. And I know Wands represents passion and energy, so to me this seems like a very rich and wholesome relationship that's full of energy and is really nourishing to the soul. And then we have the 8 of Wands, which to me, I don't know, but there's a bird wearing a cape, which I think is kind of cool. And to me, this, when I look at this, what this makes me feel is that you're in the sky and basically because the Wands represent passion, I feel this is success in doing something that you're passionate about and kind of soaring and really feeling free and alive, hitting puberty. I was hoping for a general reading, but I kid you not. Blaine, if you're watching this, I think this video is about us. Okay, so this is going to be the friendship story of Blaine and I will talk about us being friends. When I started YouTube, I felt pretty alone. Not that I didn't feel supported in doing this endeavor. My best friend knows about it and has been incredibly supportive. But I didn't know how to navigate the YouTube sphere because I'm a small and new channel. But it really, really makes me happy to do this work. I really enjoy making these videos. I love just being able to blather on camera, and for some reason you guys watch me and you support me and appreciate me, so that means the world to me, and it brings me so much joy and it feels like I'm on the right path, if that makes sense. But I was so anxious and afraid that I would fail or who the heck would ever watch me. Am I even smart enough to be speaking about what I talk about? There are just amazing spiritual scholars out there and who the heck am I to even try and cut into that piece of YouTube pie. And so I would constantly just be really hard on myself. And also, you know, there's ups and downs with the freaking behind the scenes YouTube algorithm, and like you gain subscribers, you lose subscribers, and people thumbs down your content. And anyways, I was really struggling with this. There's so many options for you basically when you turn on your YouTube app or like go onto youtube.com. There's so many options for you to decide which video to watch. And so I was like, who am I? I am small potatoes. Like, who am I to ask you to watch my stuff? Anyways, and then I met Blaine. And he doesn't even know this, but like his friendship has been so enriching to me. He's been really inspiring, but also comforting, if that makes sense. Like, he has really boosted my confidence, which I'm trying not to get emotional. It's actually a pretty new friendship. And so I really, really appreciate you coming into my life. Like, I feel like this was predestined, if that makes sense. As much as I am kissing Blaine's buttocks in this video, I think this can apply to all of us, okay? I'm gonna make this generalized. Sometimes when we feel like we're fighting against the world, it's tough, right? It's tough to focus on your passion and what you love to do if there's this like, it's every man for himself sort of attitude. And that's going to always be present, right? Our society is kind of built on that, like, especially with like capitalism and I don't know, even communism. I don't know anything about politics, but it just sometimes feels like you're fighting your own fight. But friendships come along, and I honestly do believe that like we are in this world to have relationships, all sorts of relationships, whether that's familial or friendship or romantic, and they add so much support to our lives so that we no longer feel alone and so that we can focus on this. Okay? And I think God brings people into our lives to basically boost us in ways that they don't even know, right? Like, the other person may not even know how they're inspiring you or encouraging you, but if you can accept relationships like this into your life, you'll be surprised what they can do for you. All right, so basically, follow your passions. Yes, it may feel like you are competing with the rest of the world, but the people in your life who are there to support you, love and appreciate them, because they just add so much richness to our lives. And I know this video ended up being like an ode to Blaine, but hopefully, I don't know, this is my first time, so I don't know what I'm doing, but here we go. And this is what I just felt like when I picked these cards. It seemed very specific to my friendship. All right, so this was my attempt at tarot. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know what the heck. I don't even know if this is a good video. You know, I don't know. Okay, bye.